All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all glory and praises to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'Hashem,
Yahweh
Yahushai,
Shai,
Ba'Hashem,
Ba'ashem, Akakwadash.
Akakwadash.
The honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone. Honors and salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing his word, truth, sincerity. This GMSLA Celebrate coming back with another video in the spirit. We just gonna go into basically, working out your own salvation. Being wise. Having your own, your own mind and navigating in your life in this faith. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, even though we're a body, we're a brotherhood, we're also individuals. We working our own salvation with the Lord. So you gotta be in this thing for yourself. You know what I mean? You gotta be in this thing because you believe in this thing, and you gotta serve the Lord because you believe in the Lord. You can't serve the Lord because you know you see other men. Okay, this is something to be a part of, but you really don't believe. You really just in this thing that because it's a you see a collective group, but really you supposed to have your own. You supposed to be let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. You know what I'm saying? And with that, comes with working out your own salvation, learning what's good for you and what's not good for you, learning who you are individually. Learning yourself, learning your strengths and your weaknesses. Things of that nature. But so we gonna go into a couple of scriptures, you know, around this subject, and hopefully it's edifying to you brothers out there. So read that, bro.
Come, bro, this Philippians 2:12. It says, "Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence,
Mm-hmm.
work out your own salvation with fear and trembling."
Right. So it ain't about doing something in the eyes of men. It's about doing things in the sight of Yahweh Shem Shai. You know what I'm saying? You can't. You can be. It's easy to be an Israelite in front of men. Come out on the camps on the camera with a garment on. Reading the scriptures. I mean, anybody. Any dude can do that, but it's another thing to do that consistently in the sight of the Lord, meaning doing it not in the sight of men,
Mm-hmm.
not being seen of men, and yet you still doing what's pleasing in the sight of the Heavenly Father and His Son. You know what I'm saying, and also learning yourself, learning who you are individually, learning your spirit, learning the things that's good for you and the things that's not good for you. You know what I'm saying? And you can't do that by faking. Go on.
Let me read it again. It says, "Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling."
Right. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about. At the end of the day, you're not gonna make it off another man's work.
Yeah.
You're gonna make it off what you do.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't use another man's, uh, for lack of a better word, use another man's formula or use another man's
Template.
template or his way of being as your way of being. You know what I'm saying? Now, Apostle Paul said, "Be ye followers me as I'm Yahweh Shai." That's talking about doing the work. You know, but that does that mean you be a carbon copy of the Apostle Paul? You supposed to walk like Paul, talk like Paul, even sneeze like Paul? You know what I mean? Eat like Paul? No, that's talking about following after the works he done, going out there preaching on the highways and byways, bringing out the gospel. That's what he meant by be followers of me, doing the work.
Kind of, if you don't mind me
Oh,
saying.
Lord.
And then, the Most High gave every brother his talent.
Right,
Some brothers might be, good at teaching, the history. Some brothers go into the Hebrew,
right,
into the Greek.
right,
Some brothers go more into talking more about, about faith.
right,
Brothers go more into, brothers know about, finances, and they link that up with the script, geopolitics.
Right.
So everyone got their own thing. Don't always try to do something just because another man does it.
Right.
Like the brother said, you got to know yourself. You got to know what you're good at and what the Most High bless you with.
Right.
You
Right.
know?
And you also gotta know how to navigate.
Con.
Like when certain things come out, like you can't take certain things to heart like that. Every situation that gets brought up or certain spotlights get put on certain situations, it doesn't apply to everybody. Certain things don't apply to everybody. You gotta know, you gotta be spiritual about things. When certain things come out, yeah, we won't apply it to ourselves because we walking in the fear of the Lord. The scriptures speak about being admonished, whether you done something or not. It's a warning that you do it. Even if you haven't done it, it's still a warning. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, you're not supposed to take certain things and wrong, and then you try to sabotage shit, and then you try to blame. Oh well, a brother said this and that. No, you gotta be spiritual, man. You gotta learn how to extrapolate and read between the lines with certain things, man.
Yeah.
Go on.
Well, that was it on that one. I wanted to get one real
Yeah,
quick. There's
go.
Proverbs 14 and 15. It says, "The simple believeth every word,
Right.
but the prudent man looketh well to his going."
Right. So you know your situation. Like certain things come out, and you in a certain situation. That don't mean you move in haste and you just fuck up. Like for example, just to give an example, if a brother has a certain job or whatever, and the brother, you gotta do the work, right? But you know that job you have, it's not hindering you from doing the work of the Lord. But you feel in the spirit, you feel like that job ain't just right. It's not right for you for whatever reason. But you still able to do the work, and but if you leave that job, you making it harder on yourself financially. Because you still got to pay bills and shit like that. You just don't leave your job like that. You know what I'm saying? Because we at the end, even though we go out there, we teach the word. We still men. We still gotta do what we gotta do. We still gotta take care of our business. You know what I'm saying? So you don't put yourself in situations like that. And then, because what happens is now brothers gotta help you out over some shit you didn't even have to do. You know what I'm saying? You're just moving in haste. We're not supposed to do things like that.
Bro, if you don't mind me saying,
Yeah,
it says,
bro.
"But a prudent man looketh well to his going." Hey, also, I'm doing things without counsel.
Right,
Like the brother was saying, leaving a spot that, I mean, all jobs are gonna, all jobs suck.
right,
It's slavery.
right,
But like the brother was going into, you don't like it just for whatever reason. Oh, I don't
right,
like my coworker, I'm leaving. Then, like the brother said, then other brothers got to bear the burden of you leaving just because, like, you wasn't prudent right there, man.
right,
You didn't take counsel. Be like, hey, brother, this situation is fucked up. I gotta leave. So
right,
this went down. The brother's like, hey, brothers, it's dangerous for you there. Leave or whatever the case
right,
may be.
right, right,
But you just acting all willy nilly. Being impulsive. Hey,
right.
that's not a way to be, man.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like you're not thinking before you making moves. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you say, you supposed to seek counsel. You supposed to be like, hey, bro, what you think about this? You supposed to get at least a second opinion, especially from older brothers. You know what I'm saying? You got older brothers in your camp. At least give them brothers a, hey, brother, I'm dealing with this situation. I don't really know what to do. I've been at this spot. And kind of going through this. What should I do? You know what I'm saying? Instead of just like, man, fuck it, I'm out of here. And then brothers find out later down the line, then it becomes a mess.
Yeah.
It turns into a big issue, all because you're not thinking things through. You're just moving in haste. That's why, because you might have heard a brother say a certain thing, and then you take it the wrong way and you run with it. You know, misinterpreting what a brother is saying. you know, then that's what I mean. You gotta read between the lines. Everybody's situation, everything is not applicable to everybody. You know, like if a brother's speaking about uh, certain brothers drinking, probably a brother don't drink like that. You shouldn't be worried about that. You know, just give you a few examples. Was it more on that?
Oh no, that was it on that one.
Okay. But
I had another one though. It's a
what?
Proverbs 3:5. It says, "Trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushai with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding."
Right, you're not supposed to lean onto your own understanding. You know, you supposed to, which means, like the brother said, you seek counsel. Now, if the brothers can't give you a wise counsel, you pray to the Lord, and you pray on it. And you have to fast on it, and in due time, the Lord will reveal it to you. But you gotta have faith. You gotta have patience. You can't move in. See, the one thing about this truth, you can't move in haste.
Nah.
You know, this. You know what this truth. The truth. What the truth does. The truth forces you to exercise patience. It forces you to think, to exercise your mind. It forces you to take the L, to be humble. That's what humility is all about. Being humiliated. You know, it don't feel good. It don't feel good to be humiliated, but it's necessary. You know,
Come, bro, if you don't mind me
Yeah,
saying,
go
like,
ahead.
you know how you said, you gotta think, because let's say back in the world, Jake is impulsive, man.
Yeah,
You know, back in the world, you just did things just because you felt a certain way that day.
right,
But being on this side now, you got to always think, doing this, first of all, with is it going against Yahweh Shimi Shai?
right,
Is this going to impede on me being able to do the work?
right,
You know what I mean?
right,
Like brother was, going into the example again about a job.
right,
You just can't leave because, hey, what if you leave? Now you can't pay your bills.
right,
Now you can't do the work. Now you don't have a
right.
phone, to do your
Now that's
lessons.
a chain reaction to shit.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? From that one hasty thing you did, it could cause months, possibly years of shit because of that one decision you made in haste. Caused all kind of problems.
Because you lean on your own understanding, and you felt that them thoughts, them feelings that are fleeting was like what it really was.
Right,
You was mad, so you said, "Fuck this guy, I'm gonna go cuss him out," and then you lose your job.
right,
you know, then
right,
you can't make it to camp. You can't pay your tithes.
right,
You know.
right. You're just making your situation more difficult than it should be.
Well, let me read that again. Proverbs 3:5. Trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushai with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding.
Mm-hmm.
It says, "In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths."
Right. The Lord ultimately, the Lord directs all our paths. Well, like it says, man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man understand his own way? You know, because ultimately, at the end of the day, if you are the elect, you're not going to fall away. You know, there's nothing that's going to be able. There's nothing going to be able to separate you, like in Romans 8. Nothing's going to be able to separate you from the love of Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? Wherever comes your way, whether it be, like it said in Romans 8, it says, so tribulation, so peril, sword, nakedness, famine, so any of those things separate you from the Lord. The answer is no. You know? So with that being said, when you find yourself in certain situations, you have to put those things in perspective. You have to put these scriptures in perspective. This has got to be your foundation.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're saying, even with a job, if that job is hindering you from doing, period, is hindering you from doing work of the Lord, then fuck that job. You know what I'm
Woman
saying?
too, bro.
Woman, anything. See, that comes with discernment. That comes with understanding. That comes from you having the mind to do so, to make those decisions. You gotta understand the difference between, something that's hindering you from doing the work of the Lord, or something that's not hindering you from doing the Lord. You gotta come to learn and have that discernment.
Yeah. Got a little bit more. It
Yeah,
says,
yeah.
"Be not wise in thine own eyes.
Right,
Fear Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and depart from evil."
right. You're supposed to depart from evil. You know what I'm saying? We can't be like this truth, right? We come into this truth. We held to a higher standard. We're held more accountable than 2/3 of our people, because 2/3 of our people, they just brute beasts.
Yeah.
They just out there. Us, we supposed to, we in the light now, so we certain things we gotta move in a certain way. We can't move like how we want to move. We gotta be, you know, like the scripture say, dead to this world.
Bro. And I always says, be not wise in thine own eyes.
Right.
The Most High gave us His word, that tells us how to walk, and He also gave us brothers that are over us, that are more experienced than us,
Mm-hmm.
that have gone through certain things, so you could go to them and they could tell you, hey brother, do this. This happened to me. I did
Right.
that, and it was all good. You know what I mean?
Right. And
That,
even then, those brothers, when they give you advice, they'll tell you certain things like, if I was like, in your situation, I would do this, but the brother, even though the brother having that experience, that brother understand you have your situation and you deal with it accordingly, and they'll hear a brother out. They okay, brother, if that works for you, then do that.
yeah,
But they're always gonna give you that other option though.
yeah,
It's not like they brothers saying, "Oh, brother, you gotta do this." They just saying, "Look, bro, this is an option.
yeah.
You can exercise this option, or if you feel there's another way that'll work out better for you, then exercise that by all means." But here's another option. If that don't work, this is another option you can go to. Well,
Kind of. That was it on that. Let
yeah,
me get that on Romans.
yeah.
Romans.
Because this thing ain't no popularity thing. This ain't the hangout. This ain't no goddamn social club. I mean, even though we are, like I said, we a brotherhood. Brothers look out for each other. Brothers is there for each other. I ain't gonna sit there and say well, brothers ain't there for each other. It's just, you gotta be in this thing for the right reason. Some dudes join camps because they cousin in the camp or
Yeah,
they brother in the camp. You know, they uncle. Jake be coming up and say, yeah, my uncle know that. It's like, but okay, your uncle. Do you believe in this? Why are you here? Why the hell you bringing up your uncle on your family? Do you really believe in this thing?
yeah,
If so, if not, then keep it moving.
yeah. Uh,
Go on.
it's Romans 14:12. It says, "So then every one of us shall give an account of himself to the Most High."
Right.
Let
Every man got to give his own account. You know what I'm saying? You can't be sitting there saying, "Oh, you in this truth," because your different family members in it.
Yeah,
Every man got to work out his own salvation, man. Every man's accountable for what he does in this truth. You can't be like, "Oh, this brother said this," and then you try and blame everybody else and shit. Misinterpret what somebody else is saying, and you just going according to your own lust. Well, in fact, what's that scripture where it says, when they fall into temptation, they're led by their own lust. Saying no man is tempted of the Most High.
want me to get that one real quick?
Yeah,
Console.
because that's what Jake do. Hey, that's what these niggas in the world do a lot, man. They do certain things because, and then they'll blame somebody else for their shortcomings.
Yeah, like, oh, but he told me to, or he said
Like Jake,
this.
when Jake committed adultery, these niggas that say, "Well, hey man, she threw me the pussy."
Yeah,
Like nigga, nigga, you wasn't supposed to do it.
yeah,
I don't give a fuck if she was on you like that. You don't. But see, Jacob blamed that shit on the woman, even though she a wicked ass.
yeah.
She wicked too, but still, that motherfucker, he even more wicked because he did that.
I got it
Go
real
on.
quick. This is James 1:13. It says, hmm, well, let me get in 12 actually. James 1:12. It said, "Blessed is a man that endureth temptation,
Mm,
for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him.
mm-hmm.
Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of the Most High,
Right.
for the Most High cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempted he any man."
Right. Yep. So, hey, that's if you find yourself in situations like that, certain men find themselves in situations like that, and they succumb to their flesh. You know what I'm saying? It's because that was they own they was driven by their own lust within themselves. You know what I'm saying? You can't be like, oh man, you know, like I said, you blaming somebody else for your shortcomings, or you went off because this motherfucker made you go off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No, it don't work like that. You go off, and you went off. That's you. That's on you. Go.
It says, but every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed.
Mm.
It says, then when lust hath conceived, it bringeth forth sin, and sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death.
Yeah. The wages of sin or what? Death.
Yeah.
So that's why he said every man got to give an account
Yeah.
for his own works. Hey, what it says in not Romans, Ecclesiastes, the whole conclusion, the whole matter, fear the Most High, keep His commandments. So this is the whole duty of man, because the Lord's gonna bring everything, whether it be good or
Let me get it, bro.
get it.
Con, this Ecclesiastes 12 and 13, it says, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter, fear the Most High, and keep His commandments, for that is the whole duty of man. It says, for the Most High shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
Whether it be good or whether it be evil. So that's the thing just to keep in mind when you're in this truth. And in fact, that kind of sums up what the lesson is about.
Con.
Fear the Most High and keep His commandments.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, serving the Lord in truth and sincerity. But also understanding, you know, every brother not gonna have the same spirit. Everybody, we all individuals. You know what I mean? Every man has their own spirit. Every man got their own personality,
You don't walk.
their own trial, their own thoughts. You know, but at the same time, what keeps us, what binds us together, this word, this truth. You know, this the suffering.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we the only ones that have understanding among each other,
Yeah.
empathy. You know, that pretty much sums up what what the lesson's about. You know what I'm saying? You know, just being wise, man. Just be wise. You know, be prudent. Look well to your going. Just don't make hasty decisions. Think. You know, get um, go to seek counsel, pray to the Lord, fast, do these things before you make decisions, before you make certain big moves. I mean, it ain't gotta be every decision you make, but them big decisions, things that's really pondering on, that's really weighing on your mind.
Con.
Those are the things you seek counsel, you pray on.
Con.
You know?
You still want me to grab down 14 real quick?
Yeah, grab that.
Con. It's Romans 14 and 12. It says, so then every one of us shall give account of himself to the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
Let us not therefore judge one another anymore, but judge this rather, that no man put a stumbling block or an occasion to fall in his brother's way.
Right. So, hey, there's certain things, you're not supposed to put stumbling blocks from your brother. You know, putting your brother in certain situations. You know what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to be doing no shit like that. Like it's like, for example, I'll give you an example. You got a younger brother coming into the truth. You know what I'm saying? And that brother. Y'all might, you and the older brother might be around. Y'all might want to go and have a drink somewhere. That brother don't really drink like that. He has a drinking problem. You shouldn't put that brother in that situation like that, to where that brother's gonna stumble and fall. Just to give an example. It could be other things. According, wherever it may be, according to that brother's spirit. But wherever you feel that's a stumbling block to that brother, you don't put him in that situation. Vice versa. You know what I'm saying? We're not supposed to, be in that spirit of, like what it says, let us not judge one another. I mean, like I said, we all individuals. We ain't all gonna agree on certain things. But guess what we do agree on that's important? The doctrine.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's all about, the doctrine. As long as we agree on the doctrine, then that's it. I mean, yeah, we individual, we got certain likes and dislikes. But at the end of the day, it's all about this truth, man.
We're a body.
We're a body. We bringing out the scriptures. But we got to be able to put all that shit to the side and see the bigger picture.
Con.
So with that, you got anything to say?
No, that was it, bro.
So with that, we're going to wrap it up. Hopefully it was edifying to the brothers out there. Brother, stay strong, man. Keep pushing. Keep fighting. You know what I'm saying? That's all we can do. Until the Lord come get us.
Oh.
So with that, we're gonna give all glory and praises to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
by
Ba'Shem,
Hashem,
Yahweh
Yahushai,
Shai,
by Hashem,
Ba'Shem,
Rakakadash,
Rakakwadash.
double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone, honors and salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing his word, truth and sincerity, and we're gonna say shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.